Hi, good evening. Welcome to the Coda Kitchen. My name is Christine, and tonight we are going to be talking about healthy desserts. And this is one of my favorite subjects because everybody loves dessert. Everyone loves sugar. And our desire for sugar is inbred in us, and it is a survival mechanism. And it is something that used to tell us whether or not food was good for us or not good for us. And it was also something that we would feast on in like the fall and stuff like that to build up our energy stores. But today in modern food processing, we've gotten away from the real value of sweets, and everything is really refined and difficult for us to assimilate properly. And so tonight we're going to be featuring some really healthy desserts with some really unique ingredients, and I'm really excited to show you guys about them. First thing I want to talk to you about is sugar. And I like talking in this class about whole foods, and a lot of people don't realize that salt is a whole food, and a lot of people don't realize that sugar is actually a whole food. And sugar in its raw form is this right here. This is something that we call sucanat. Another name for it is called rapadura, and this is strictly dehydrated cane juice. And so it's not like brown sugar or let's say sugar in the raw, which has been bleached and then the molasses has been added back into it after it's been processed. So this is a completely raw form of sugar. And the benefit of this, because it's completely raw and because it's completely unprocessed, it also has the full complement of minerals from the soil. And so as such, we don't really need to, if we can try to eat as many things that have a high mineral and nutrient content, then we can bypass the mineral supplement. So in sucanat, you have calcium, you have iron, you have manganese, phosphorus, magnesium, potassium, and does everyone want to taste it?
Sure.
Okay. I use this as far as my regular table sugar in my home. If you want to bake with it and maybe have, I'll just pass this around. You guys can put some in your palm of your hand or something. If you want to bake or like make like a traditional, let's say like a caramel, you can't. You have to do it with the plain bleached, refined sugar. But if you're just using it to put on top of grapefruit in the morning or add to any baked goods, you can use it just like regular sugar. And so that's rapadura. And a lot of people ask me too about the newest craze. Well, there's two new crazes on the market. One is agave nectar. Everyone wants to say agave nectar is the next greatest sugar. And it's not. It's just as refined as high fructose corn syrup, actually. And not much different, actually, molecularly. And it's a highly processed product. But it's nice to change up your sugar profile once in a while. But tonight, we're actually going to use sugar in two forms. The first is we're going to use honey. And the second is we're going to use dates. Both of these are very high in natural sugars. I love honey because this is one of Mother Nature's first medicines. It's antibacterial, antimicrobial, antiviral. And in its raw, unfiltered state, it's got a lot of nutritional properties and benefits to it. And actually, one of the reasons why it doesn't go bad and doesn't rot is because it actually has a slightly acidic pH. And that keeps it from degrading over time, even though it's awfully sweet. So that's awfully nice. But you want to really look for sugar, look for honey that's local to your area and that is unrefined, unfiltered, raw. And one of the main reasons why as well is because it's really good for allergy prevention, because you're eating and ingesting minute amounts of the pollen from your particular geographical area, and it helps you build up a tolerance. The other ingredient that we're going to use today is dates. These dates I've already pitted, and we're going to use dates in every one of our recipes, in fact, today. And these are very high in natural sugars. Actually also has over 20 amino acids. There's only 66 calories a date. And it's very high in natural sugars, and it's a good quick burst of energy. And it's actually the first cultivated fruit ever. So first thing I want to do is I want to make chocolate pudding.